A reputable Rolling 60 member go off on Bricc Baby for comments he made during his first video from the feds. Brick doesn't necessarily address his case directly, but he addresses it in a roundabout way. So he starts off addressing the hate he believes he gets. And he believes the hate that he's getting stems from the murder of Nipsey Hussle.
Hey, well, it's a big old deal, man. It's the brick, not the sitting egg, man. You already know. I ain't back with nothing like the other one that your brother said, man. They got me down with the dog pound, man. You already know. But look, I'm not trying to sit here and set off no BS. I gotta watch how I talk to stay monetized. Look, I ain't trying to set off no BS. I'm right here down because of, I'm not even gonna say that. Let's just say this. All of this started November 2020. They let Blue Jesus out of the county jail, man. I came home to a lose-lose situation, man. You know what I mean? One of my best friends, coming up on the day of all the stuff that's happening, I'm sitting back on my bunk and I'm sitting there just going through stuff, and one of my best friends and my brother got into a mean incident that turned out crazy, man. And my best friend still my road dog, whether he here or gone. And I ain't even had a chance to mourn him publicly on the streets because everybody tags me with another man's business. You know what I mean? Me and Eric have nothing to do with each other. You get what I'm saying? Me and Nipsey are, it's like you guys are closing me out to where I can't even love my brother the right way. Or
What Bricc Baby is doing in this video or series is actually pretty brilliant. You see, Bricc Baby has 30 minutes of available call time every day, and he can only use 10 minutes every hour. So essentially, he has limited time, 20 minutes for the family, 10 minutes to record a YouTube video. So because he understands he has nothing but time right now fighting the Fed case, he's taking his fans from the beginning. And he believes the beginning of the journey that led him to where he is right now, which is in federal prison, started when he got released from county jail. And being released and not being able to move around as freely as he wanted to, not being able to still claim the same opportunities he had before prison due to the Nipsey situation, that led him to transition into certain things that led him to where he is right now. Now, he would claim that when he got out, people held what Eric Holder did against him because Eric Holder is Bricc Baby's little homie. Bricc Baby is shitty. Eric Holder is low shady. Right. So when Eric Holder did what he did, people held it against Bricc Baby, especially because it's still undetermined where that hit came from.
more for my brother the right way. I think the world kept that they dukes up against me from the get go. You know what I mean? Right now I look back at all the hate on the streets. The internet really didn't know till I opened them up. But as soon as I came home, it was everybody against me. Everybody against me. The record deals, the record labels, all my homeboys in the industry, all of them. It didn't matter who it was. They were scared to be out with me publicly unless it was YSL. They were scared for me to come around because of my name being connected to that. I had no win. So you sit back and you watch all the hate. Blind stares from a million pairs of eyes, and they screaming, put him down. Oh yeah, they running parades at the Bricc Baby in jail. You know what I mean? These are all the same people. Gotta pay attention. I can't talk too much, but you gotta understand.
A lot of this will be very difficult to decipher because Bricc Baby is talking over the Fed phone. So he does have to sort of watch what he say. But when he says, yo, the same people who was hating on me when I got out, the same people who was doing things to politic against me when I was still in the hood, going back to the set, trying to politic after getting, after getting out. These are the same people who has gone out of the way to celebrate me being arrested, who have gone out of the way to probably do certain things to get me arrested. Now, who those people are, you use your imagination. All right. I'm not about to list no names if Brick ain't list their names, okay? But yeah, the same people who probably hated you because they probably felt like Eric Holder is under you, yeah, it makes sense that those people will probably want you behind bars. Now, Brick will also speak on how what he did for his hood sort of feels like it went underappreciated, right? How, he's been a face from where he's from for a very long time. And he sort of feels like he really ain't get no reward for it. So he's handing it over now. He's saying he's handing over, the title of face of the hood to anybody who wants it. He's done trying to perpetrate or represent something that he feels like never really showed him love back.
This has nothing to do with what I'm going through right now, but deep thoughts, it's like, where did everybody start hating me? Where did you start hating Bricc Baby? Because I got a whole lot of people that love me, but where did you start hating me? Because everybody got a biased opinion of the Brick after they figured out the relationship. Uh, I'm going to let that sit there because I don't want to, even to the point to where the people that still represent the Marathon Foundation and the All Money In Foundation, they resent the Brick and they deal with people that hated Nip. And they know they did, but since he died, they've been being riders, meat eaters, to the association and coming around just for the celebration, man. And y'all forgetting all the past events that happened because I really was there. But that, we not gonna talk about nothing in specific over this horn. But everybody out there be begging for the title. Everybody begging for the title, but they name never get called, right? You out there, you super representing this your section, this area. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm just trying to figure out why they name don't never get called. And the real ones don't never catch no break like you dudes that say that y'all real ones. Y'all tack on a million different extra joints a year. Just be right there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want the title, you know what I mean? But the name never get called, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't help it. That, you know what I mean? You just can't help it, man. But you know what I mean? Everybody want the title, but they name ain't never called, man. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody say they the face, man. You know what I mean? Why don't you trade places with me since you the face, man? You know what I mean? It's the Brick, man.
Brick caught himself when he began to start talking a little too much, bro. What Brick is saying, if y'all the face, then why y'all not in here with me? Or if y'all the face, how come the feds didn't lock y'all up? So Brick is saying, again, from my understanding, I'm the face because I was really putting in work, which is why I'm in here. Y'all been running around town claiming that y'all the face and y'all doing this, but how come y'all like, bro, like y'all names ain't never involved in no cases? Y'all names ain't never called by the feds. Like, what's going on here? Which is a subtle brag, but yeah, I don't think that's a good one, man. But yo, I'm just happy to see Brick is at least in an upbeat spirit. You feel me? Um, he's not completely down right now, man. Now 600, all right, a reputable Rolling 60 member. He heard Bricc Baby's call from jail, and he wasn't feeling it at all. He has major issues with it, and here are his issues.
Hey man, I'm not surprised. All these dudes, I'm talking about all of them, get behind bars and get to being super, super nice. Like, they get to be praising God and, taking shahadas, changing their life.
Yo, I'll be real, yo. Sometimes I watch a 600 video, man, and I start thinking to myself, man, I'm not hard enough on my enemies, man, right? I'm not a big enough hater, bruh. 'Cause yo, only 600 will make a video having an issue with his enemy changing their life behind bars. You feel me? You know, introspecting, talking about their family, wanting to do better. Only 600 will make a video going off and being upset that that person is changing their life around, man. But hey, your 600, yo, I rock with 600. I rock with Bricc, but 600, you know I love you, bro. But you a once in a generational hater, man. But that's why we love you, though. You feel me? You give no passes to your enemies, man.
You feel me? It's just cool. That's cool, right? But when they on the streets committing crimes, on 6-0, on neighborhood, nigga, I crash. On 6-0, on the dead homies. Like all this tough ass shit. All this tough ass shit, bro. Big, you the same thing. All this tough ass shit. You on your way to go turn your in, you snitching and throwing niggas like, well, where's all this tough guy shit you was just talking, bro? Because you were just talking tough. All this tough guy stuff, bro. You get in there, get the snitching and seeing who the feds should go pick up. And Bricc Baby, when you was on the street, it was 6-0 this, 6-0 that. Now you in jail, you telling everybody know I'm a family man. Everybody know what I'm doing for these kids. Like, bro, that's Buster shit, bro. You wasn't pushing that line when you was on the streets, bro. Every 2 seconds. On neighborhood crib. On 6-0. On the dead homies. Like, wait, you didn't say dead homies not one time, bro. So the dead homies don't matter no more? Because there was a topic in your conversations on every interview, every vlog. 6-0 this, 6-0 that. But now,
That was one of my observations, but I would say it was one of my positive observations. If you watch Bricc Baby over that phone call, Bricc Baby seems to be sober. He seems to be in a clear state of mind. We ain't here on 6-0 on the dead homies, which why would you say that over the Fed phone, right? Obviously, even if that's still in your vocabulary, you might want to just leave that, in the dorms and not bring it to the Fed call, right? So yeah, that to me was a positive observation that Bricc Baby ain't say on the dead homies or on 6-0. Not once. So shout out to Bricc for that, man. But 600 believes that actually shows that Bricc Baby is scared. How it only takes a little bit of federal time to do a little bit of fixing. And he believes that, yo, if you go to the feds, like one way, you should leave out the same way. You feel me? If you gangster, but to me, being gangster is what Bricc is doing, man, which is, yo, taking care of your family, be more concerned now, man, with your family dynamic, with like trying to come back home to your kids, wishing your son happy birthday, being very regretful and remorseful to your family for ending up in a position where they're currently in, which is looking after you while you're in the feds.
you get to talk about, man, niggas mad at me because of my name and the homie day coming up and I couldn't mourn. Nigga, you wasn't mourning when you was fighting Black Sam at the shoe convention. You wasn't mourning him when you just said that Black Sam ain't got no goons. You got to keep that same energy, man, or we're going to be laughing at you. You make it, just stay off the phone. I'm talking about all of them is calling in spooky. All the tough guys is calling in spooky. I'm a family man. I'm for the kids. He ain't saying he humble.
Hey, listen, man. I aspire to be the hater that 600 is, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is a once in a generation type of dude, man. You're going off on somebody for being humble while in jail, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this, man? Do 600 got a point or do he not got a point? And what do you guys feel about the Bricc Baby phone call from prison, man? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out why Angela Yee just exposed the Breakfast Club and Just Hilarious for tricking us and deceiving the fans, okay? Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. Out of here, folks. Peace.